Hi everyone, Miko here. Since we in SheetDB have been receiving a lot of questions concerning different parameters of the search feature, in this video I'll show you how to use it in our API. To make it simple and show you the results clearly, I'm going to use the Postman app. With this tool you can test every API out there. Also, I will work with our test API, which is publicly available for everyone so that you yourself can play around with it. That's what our spreadsheet looks like. Okay, let me paste the URL to our API. And it works. Let's try to search for a user whose ID is 1. To the endpoints URL, I'm adding /search to specify that I need the search feature. And after that, a parameter ID equals 1. You can see that I received only one result. All values are strings now, although if you want any of them to become a number, you may add the castNumbers parameter and type the keys you wish to change, separated with commas. Let it be ID and age here. Can you see the difference? Those values are not in quotation marks anymore, meaning they will be considered numbers. If you'd like to exclude some records, before value put an exclamation mark. For example, search $ID equals $1. See, I've got all the results except ID 1. When you want to use a few different queries for the same column, just add square brackets. For example, after search, we put $ID, the brackets, equals $1 and ID, the brackets, equals $2. Let's check the results. Okay, we've got all of them but IDs 1 and 2. Variables in HTTP and actually in any other programming language, when redeclared, they override the former ones. So if I were to delete the square brackets, then only the last given ID will work. You see? Okay, now to have a bit more data, I'll jump to a spreadsheets tab called large. As you may know, I need to add to my request a parameter sheet with a value of large. Let's see. Okay, we have the results from that tab. Just real quick, let me show you what we're dealing with here. It's a database of users, their names, age, score, and a few more columns. But alright, let's go back to searching. Once in a while you may need to look for some records, knowing only a part of the value. For example, given that I want to find every Tom, I type /search and new parameters, name equals Tom, asterisk. The asterisk corresponds to any string. We've received a Tom, but as you can see there's also Tommy and Thomas, although this fella doesn't have letter H in his name. Because the asterisk serves as any sort of string, everything matches. However, let's assume that I want only the name Tom. We need to be explicit, and after Tom I put $20. In URL addresses, this symbol stands for a space. In this way we look for records that have a Tom space string in the name column. Right, now we've got only 2 Toms. With SheetDB you can also search for values that are greater or lesser than a given number. Let's try to find people aged between 18 and 21 years old. Since we are going to refer to the aged column twice, we must create an array with the use of brackets, just as we did before. So, age brackets equals more than or equal to sign 18, and again age brackets equals less than or equal to sign 21. Okay, you see that it returned only the users in our given age range. Another way to do the same thing would be using the endpoint search OR. Then any query that is true will return values. Let's try. /search _or sheet equals large. After that, age square brackets equals 18 and age brackets equals 19 and age brackets equals 20, and for the last time, age brackets equals 21. You see that the results are the same, although it has shown how we may filter data in various ways. By default, every query is not case sensitive, but if you want to be explicit with that, just use the parameter case sensitive equals true. You may use all the same attributes as you would in the regular GET requests, such as limit, offset, sort by, and more. I hope this video has shined some light on how you can use the SheetDB API search engine. Obviously, you may combine all of the above methods in order to create requests that fit your needs. If you have any questions, email us at support@sheetdb.io, and also feel free to reach out on Twitter at sheetdb_io. Thanks, till another time.